The memory of the previous night's encounter with the being danced in her mind, leaving her both exhilarated and bewildered. As she sat at the kitchen table, sipping her morning coffee, her mother glanced at her curiously.
You seem a bit distracted today, Ray. Everything all right?
Raylene forced a smile.
Yeah, Mom, I'm just lost in my thoughts, that's all.
Her younger brother Timmy bounded into the room, a toy spaceship in hand.
Look, Ray, I made a spaceship just like the one on TV.
Raylene's heart skipped a beat. She gazed at the makeshift toy, her mind flashing back to the spacecraft's ethereal glow. Raylene couldn't shake the feeling that she was the only one who had been witness to the enigmatic spacecraft. It was as though the encounter had been meant just for her, an inexplicable connection between her and the vast cosmic unknown. Meanwhile, Rodger, a visitor from the open plains of Kansas, had embarked on a remarkable journey to reach the city of Chicago. The decision to attend the science fiction convention had been months in the making, a culmination of excitement and careful planning. Leaving behind the familiar landscapes of Kansas, Rodger set out on a cross-country road trip. The endless highways stretched before him, each mile bringing him closer to the vibrant metropolis that awaited. The journey itself became a quest for self-discovery and new horizons. With a heart full of anticipation, Rodger arrived in Chicago the previous evening. The city's lights had welcomed him as he settled into a quaint bed and breakfast, the night alive with the energy of a place he had yet to fully explore. The enchanting allure of the city's skyline and the promise of the convention's wonders fueled his every step. The hazel eyes that studied the cityscape reflected a mixture of awe and determination. His casual yet tasteful choice of clothing, a comfortable pair of jeans and a science fiction-themed t-shirt, hinted at his down-to-earth personality and love for all things imaginative. As he stood before the Victorian-style townhouse that would be his home during his stay, Rodger marveled at its charming facade. Intricate architectural details adorned the brick exterior, and a cozy front porch with a swing and rocking chairs beckoned him to unwind. Stepping inside, Rodger was greeted by an ambiance of warmth and nostalgia. Vintage decor adorned the interior, from patterned wallpaper to polished hardwood floors that creaked softly underfoot. The scent of coffee and baked goods lingered in the air, making him feel instantly at ease. The innkeeper, a friendly and welcoming presence, checked Rodger in with a warm smile. He was led down a hallway adorned with framed paintings and photographs that whispered tales of a bygone era. As he entered his room, Rodger's eyes swept across the cozy haven that awaited him. A four-poster bed, dressed in embroidered linens, beckoned for a moment of rest. Rodger's attention was drawn to a quaint writing desk by the window, complete with a vintage typewriter and a leather-bound notebook. A small bouquet of fresh flowers adorned the bedside table, adding a touch of delicate beauty to the room. With a contented sigh, Rodger set his belongings down and gazed out the window. The bustling streets below seemed to pulse with energy, promising adventures and discoveries that awaited just beyond his temporary home. Back in the city, Raylene continued her day in Lincoln Park. She had left the tranquility of the neighborhood behind. Her destination, the renowned Art Institute of Chicago. Hailing a cab with determined excitement, she bridged the distance between the park and the bustling heart of downtown. As she strolled through Millennium Park, which bordered the Art Institute, Raylene's mind buzzed with a mix of emotions. The iconic Cloudgate sculpture, affectionately known as the Bean, reflected distorted images of the city's skyline, mirroring the sense of mystery and intrigue that had taken root within her. Arriving at her destination, Raylene stepped out of the cab and looked up at the magnificent facade of the Art Institute. The promise of artistic wonders awaited her within those grand walls. Her heart raced, not only with the anticipation of immersing herself in the world of art, but also with the lingering thoughts of the enigmatic spacecraft from the previous night. Her eyes were drawn to the grand staircase that framed the entrance to a gallery, beneath the watchful gaze of two majestic lion statues cast in enduring bronze. Her fingers brushed lightly against the smooth surface of one of the lions, as if seeking a connection to the artistic legacy they represented. The cool touch of metal sent a shiver down her spine, a sensation that echoed the enigmatic encounter with the being the previous night. Raylene's gaze lingered on the lions for a moment longer, a silent acknowledgement of the mysteries that surrounded her. Raylene's steps quickened as she entered the hallowed halls of the Art Institute. The vast collection of masterpieces surrounded her, each stroke of paint and chiseled form a testament to human creativity. Meanwhile, Within the heart of the bustling city, Roger had embarked on his own journey of discovery. The morning found him at a quaint café nestled amidst the urban landscape. The aroma of freshly brewed coffee mingled with the chatter of patrons, creating a comforting ambiance that welcomed him. As Roger sipped his coffee, his hazel eyes scanned the room, curious and observant. His gaze fell upon a lone figure engrossed in a book at a nearby table. A thought crossed his mind. Perhaps striking up a conversation with a fellow enthusiast of science fiction could be a delightful start to his day. With a casual yet genuine smile, Roger leaned slightly towards the stranger and remarked, "I see you're a fan of a good read." The stranger, engrossed in the pages before them, appeared momentarily startled before looking up. Their eyes met, and a flicker of surprise gave way to a polite nod. "Oh yes, absolutely. Science fiction has always been my escape from reality." Roger's heart warmed at the friendly response. "Couldn't agree more. I'm actually in town for the science fiction convention." The stranger's interest was piqued, and they closed their book slightly. "No kidding. That's fantastic. Are you a writer, an artist, or simply an avid enthusiast?" Roger chuckled. "More on the enthusiast side, though there's a certain allure to the idea of crafting my own science fiction universe." A genuine smile spread across the stranger's face. "Well, who knows? Maybe this convention will spark that creative flame within you." Roger's hazel eyes twinkled with a mixture of excitement and contemplation. "I certainly hope so. By the way, I'm Roger." The stranger extended a hand. "Nice to meet you, Roger. I'm Alex." A sense of camaraderie blossomed between them, born from a shared passion for the fantastical and otherworldly. As the conversation flowed, Roger found himself engrossed in tales of intergalactic adventures and speculative wonders. Alex's insights and perspective added an unexpected layer of depth to his own anticipation for the convention. Their exchange was interrupted by a passing server, and Alex motioned to their almost empty coffee cup. "Another cup?" Roger shook his head, his lips curling into a grateful smile. "Not this time, thank you. I've got a whole universe of possibilities waiting for me out there." With a friendly nod, Alex returned to their book, and Roger's gaze lingered for a moment before he rose from his seat. A sense of connection and excitement filled his heart as he ventured back out into the city's embrace. In a serendipitous twist of fate, the paths of Raylene and Roger were drawing closer together, like two stars hurtling through the cosmic expanse, destined to collide and illuminate the universe in ways they could never have imagined.